Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world. Y'all already know who it is. It is your man, Ace Jordan, who plays games, the Ace of New Japan Pro Gaming, the one and only true Ace of Worldwide Gaming everywhere. And we are here tonight on this new episode of Universe Mode from Monday Night Raw. As you guys saw, the Empress of Tomorrow, currently chasing the Women's World title, Asuka, tonight goes one-on-one with one half of this new tag team of Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. She will take on none other than the hot mess herself, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, who made their way, and I have to say, I saw a lot from Chelsea Green here tonight. She put up one hell of a fight against the former women's champion, but at the end of the day, once Asuka locked in the Asuka lock center of the ring, Chelsea Green, she had no choice but to submit to the Empress. But the match technically for Asuka did not end there. Asuka would end up bringing Chelsea Green back into the ring, and without any reason whatsoever, would hit this devastating hip attack right on the bridge of Chelsea Green's nose, permanently solidifying and letting us all know that Asuka has made her intentions clear in what she wants. And also, ladies and gentlemen, following that match immediately, we had some women's tag team action here tonight. As you know, all the women here are on Monday nights, as Raquel Rodriguez teamed up with former women's champion, the young upstart herself, Liv Morgan. And I gotta say, the tag team of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan did not fully expect it to be quite a hit with the fans. But as you guys can see, former women's champion herself, the juvenile delinquent, as many people like to call her, and the former women's tag team champion herself, Liv Morgan, teamed up against the powerful former NXT women's champion Raquel Rodriguez. And tonight was a tough match for them as they took on the submission magicians, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, and the Queen of Spades, Shayna Mother effing Baszler. These two women have made their sights on the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, and you saw the intensity in both of their eyes. And it was a hard-fought match from both teams, take absolutely nothing away from either one of them. But at the end of the day, Shayna Baszler locked in the Karafuda clutch center of the ring, forcing Liv Morgan to submit and giving Ronda and herself a big win here tonight on Monday night. Good luck to all the other tag teams that dare cross these two's way. And speaking of tag team action, we kept the train rolling. As you guys saw, we have the current, and well, let me say former NXT champion, the Black Heart of NXT, Tommaso Ciampa, as tonight he teamed up with what was seeming like an unexpected and all-around bizarre alliance with the A-lister and Grand Slam champion, movie star, and yes, he's making me read all of this off an index card, The Miz. As tonight these two men teamed up to take on the not unlikely association of the Gargano family. Who do I mean? None other than, of course, Mr. Johnny Wrestling himself, Johnny Gargano, and the prodigal son of his Gargano family, the husband of Indy Hartwell, the none other than the creepy and weird Dexter Lumis. And you guys are going to see just in a moment why I say he was weird and unpredictable and all around creepy. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to haunt me in my nightmares, and those eyes are going to be peering down my soul for the rest of my damn life. And as you guys know, with so much past history within these two teams, with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa having their beef, the same can be said about The Miz and Dexter Lumis. It was craziness all throughout this entire match. It looked like the ref lost control for a little while, but in the end, Gargano resulted in locking in the Gargano escape, forcing his former tag team partner and best friend to submit to him, and therefore giving Gargano and Dexter Lumis a big win here tonight on Monday Night Raw. We then kept the train rolling as we gave y'all some heavyweight hustle here tonight, as none other than the colossal Bronson Reed, the former NXT North American champion, was in action here tonight, as he wanted to prove why he should be next in line for a championship opportunity. He definitely tried to prove himself here tonight, as tonight Bronson Reed took on former WWE champion, former US champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley. And let me tell you, this was exactly what you expected. Bobby Lashley, who wanted to prove why he's not forgotten, why he should still remain in the championship talk, and he proved it here tonight. Bobby Lashley displayed unpredicted power. You can't make stuff like this up. The power of Bobby Lashley is on another level, hitting a Dominator and then that devastating spear to Bronson Reed, which gave Bobby Lashley the 1, the 2, and the 3. And Bobby Lashley gave himself some much needed momentum here tonight on Monday nights. And then to finally cap off before we went into the main card, we had the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Damage Control, Io Sky and Dakota Kai, who of course were accompanied by Bayley, because why the hell not? These women will defend their tag team titles at Backlash this Sunday. Wait, is it Backlash? Wow, I already forget. But they will defend their women's tag titles this Sunday against their current opponents here tonight, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, the Gargano family. And it was great seeing the Gargano family, all 4 members in action here tonight, all with something to prove and all trying to reach that great amount of success. Although, unfortunately, Gargano and Dexter Lumis were able to find their amount of success, the same could not be said here tonight for Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Despite Candice LeRae being able to kick out of the over-the-top moonsault by Io Sky, she immediately followed it up with a devastating corner Meteora, while Indy Hartwell was still on the outside taken out, and what I did not expect was Io Sky to hit this devastating body splash right here, which followed up into the cover immediately, was able to grant Damage Control a big win and some much needed success for this Sunday. And now with that said, we now transition into our main card. And Damage Control builds the momentum they need towards Backlash this Sunday. But can another man who's also looking for championship gold this Sunday also build that same amount of steam? He's the executioner of the Judgment Day. He was the first and inaugural member.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From New York, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
WWE's current Mr. Money in the Bank, or should I say Senor Money in the Bank. This man really deserves more respect than he's given, as he is a 2-time U.S. champion, a former NXT North American champion, and he is the current #1 contender for the U.S. title right now. He could be a 3-time U.S. champion in Universe mode. And honestly, Damian Priest, when you match his size, his agility, athleticism, and everything this man does, just screams bona fide star sooner rather than later. The first man to ever be recruited by the Judgment Day, back when it was formed and led by the Rated R superstar Edge, Damian Priest has then gone on to more success, and it's very much, you can agree that it's easy to say that the Judgment Day run Monday Night Raw. There's really nobody else here that's stopping them. But tonight, Damian Priest steps in the ring with his opponent for this Sunday, the United States Champion, Austin Theory.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Austin Theory.
The youngest United States Champion of all time. He's also the youngest Mr. Money in the Bank of all time. Unfortunately, we all know how that went down. But seriously, many people were saying that John Cena or Austin Theory could be the next John Cena. And with all due respect, y'all, I agree with that. I mean, look at what Austin Theory has done in just a few short years that he's been with the company. Multi-time U.S. champion, former Mr. Money in the Bank, defeated John Cena at WrestleMania, and competed at WrestleMania during the pandemic and in the last 2 years. Been in the ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Owens, John Cena, Vince McMahon, his mentor. Like, Theory has it all. When it comes to me, I honestly think Theory just needs that one big push, that one big defining moment that makes him a bona fide star, and then he can definitely be the one who carries this company. And Damian Priest quickly into the cover already on the U.S. champion. Only a count of 2 though, but that was very, very close. And seriously, these two men, Austin Theory and Damian Priest, I really think that in the next 5 to maybe 6 years, these are the guys that are going to carry the company. Like, Theory will be world champion, or Damian Priest will be in the contendership spot for the world title. These two men are definitely, without a doubt, two guys who WWE can rely on to help better it for the next generation. Will they be anything like the Ruthless Aggression or Attitude Era? Absolutely not. But if you're talking about contributing to this already broken and burning society that these superstars and children are a part of, then yes, I do believe Theory and Priest have what it takes. And Theory, let's not forget, in the last number of months, this guy has had successful title defenses and successful matchups against superstars like Elias, Dexter Loomis, even his old mentor, Johnny Gargano, the man who brought him to the main roster. I mean, let's face it, Johnny Gargano was the one who taught Theory everything that he knows. Sure, Theory could have been well established by himself, but Johnny Gargano helped Theory get his foot in the door. We can't deny that. But without a doubt, whether Theory wants to admit Johnny helped him or not, it has led him to great success. The man is on top of the world right now, and it very much looks like he could stay there. And Theory, if I were you, I would not be gloating, because here comes Damian Priest, the man who will challenge Theory this Sunday for the U.S. title. And now, wait a minute, Damian Priest with an elevated flatliner. Good night, Theory. Is that enough to defeat the U.S. champion here tonight? No, not just yet. And now, the Archer of Infamy with a huge kick. This may have kicked Theory's head off. Into a cover. No. Oh, I stand corrected. The Priest into another cover again on Theory. I don't think Damian Priest can contend with how resilient Theory is right now. And now Theory, oh, ducks the rope, and Damian Priest landed hard on his leg. And Theory now immediately on the attack. And the referee not counting as he should, but Theory not fazed by the count as he drops Damian Priest right on the apron. And Theory again back to that leg of Damian Priest. And what is Theory looking for out here? Oh, wait a minute. Theory with the reckoning. Little insult to injury to Damian Priest there. Austin Theory hitting the reckoning on his opponent for this Sunday. Damian Priest into the cover, but Damian Priest not going to be defeated by his own move. And Theory now still in firm control of this matchup. If you're Damian Priest and you're the Judgment Day watching this, you want to get back on top. You want to get back in control. Because remember, with Rhea Ripley already being the WWE Women's Champion and Damian Priest about to challenge for the U.S. title, God knows where Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor are going to have to play in this whole thing. But if you're the Judgment Day, you got to stay on top of your success. You got to stay at it. You want to be running this place. You can't afford any losses. You got to constantly keep your foot on the gas pedal. And it looks like Damian Priest is starting to find that as he hits a big stiff forearm, just rattled the dome of Theory. And now Damian Priest up into the fireman's carry and just drops Theory with a huge Samoan drop. And now finally Damian Priest, he didn't get that big boot earlier the first time, but the second time's a charm. And it looks like the Archer of Infamy gonna look to fly, and he connects on Austin Theory. And now, wait a minute, uh-oh, this could spell bad news. We know what Priest is looking for. The arms are crossed for the Razor's Edge. Shades of the great and late Scott Hall, but unfortunately Damian Priest, he's not going to win the match like that. But he brings Theory back in the ring, and I think I all know what he's going for. Looking for the reckoning, but Theory able to duck, went for the clothesline. The Priest sidesteps, has him by the throat for the South of Heaven. cover on Theory, and Damian Priest wins.
Here is your winner, Damian Priest.
Theory got too cocky, got a little too confident in himself, and it cost him. And the Judgment Day are so far looking like they're on a hot streak. Ripley could successfully defend the title this Sunday against Becky Lynch. Damian Priest very much could become the United States champion. You never know what's going to happen. But with that said, we got to continue on with the jam-packed night that we have for you all here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get things started. Both ladies made their entrance. And now Becky Lynch. Rhea Ripley takes out the ref. And we all know Ripley was trying to hit Becky. But Becky now on the assault of the Duchess of the Judgment Day. And now Becky with a kick to the midsection. Crosses the legs of Rhea Ripley and quickly into the cover. But the ref taken out. That's a count of 6. And Becky Lynch just had Rhea Ripley pinned for a count of 10. But now the ref finally starting to stir. Becky clearly had Rhea Ripley beaten there, but the ref was taken out due to the assault by Ripley. And if you didn't have any sense, you would say that that shot to the referee from Ripley was almost intentional. But Becky and Rhea, these two will go at it for the WWE Undisputed Women's World title at Backlash. Ripley, who has already gotten herself some much-needed success and momentum by last week defeating Aaliyah, but the Women's World Champion not out here with Dom or Finn Balor. She goes at it all alone here tonight. And Becky Lynch now with a huge suicide dive takes out the Duchess. And notice how Becky Lynch has stayed on top of the Women's World Champion. Because without a doubt, Rhea Ripley has been proven to be one of the most dominant women that we have here on Monday Night Raw. Becky, miscalculates that moonsault. And now the champion with a big boot right to the jaw of the Becky. And I got to applaud Ripley for not having Dominic or Finn out here. Usually the Judgment Day, they move as one, fight as one, walk as one. But with Ripley, she already knows that she's the hard-hitting champion. She already knows that she's the star. And I guess when you're the leader of the Judgment Day, you can basically tell anybody to stay in the back or don't get involved. Because over the last couple of weeks, there have been some rumors going around that Becky basically unlocked the reason why Rhea Ripley is so dominant. It's because she's had Dom, Damian, and Finn watching her back. I think Ripley is urging to prove that she doesn't need those guys constantly watching her 24/7 to be the A champion. And speaking of A champion, the former NXT North American champion Carmelo Hayes will have some choice words to say this episode of NXT coming up next, after he unfortunately lost the North American title to Cameron Grimes at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Where would Carmelo Hayes go from here? What does Trick Williams have to say? We'll find out. But with that said, back to this matchup. Becky Lynch with a forearm to the jaw of Ripley, but Ripley retaliates with one of her own. And now Ripley, look at the power. It's that same power that helped her defeat Bianca Belair at Extreme Rules to become the Undisputed Women's World Champion. But Ripley can't put the man down. It's not going to be that easy. And again, look at the power of Rhea Ripley. She's doing it again. Look at that. And Becky Lynch just basically trying to survive right now. Becky Lynch looks like she's going limp. And now look at Rhea with the abdominal stretch. Trust me, my tag team partner and I, we know how that feels. It's painful, it wrenches, and it just tears away at you, really. Ripley now trying to keep it, but Becky with a nice reversal. Able to get the Women's World Champion off her feet, and now Becky brings Ripley down into the disarm her. Could Becky Lynch make the champion tap out here tonight on I was about to say SmackDown, on Raw I mean, but Rhea able to fight it off, but you see her clutching at the arm. And if I was Becky, I'd watch out for that stiff super kick that's in Rhea Ripley's arsenal. It's the same super kick she used to defeat Aaliyah last week. And trust me, getting hit with a super kick straight to the jaw, it's no laughing matter, as Ripley with a barrel rope tope suicida. Ripley didn't get all of it, but she got enough to take Becky Lynch out. Now look at the power of Rhea Ripley grabbing her by the throat. And now Ripley stalking Becky Lynch. And now Ripley, look at that insult to injury with the manhandle slam. Referee at a count of 6. Becky Lynch could be out. And we saw Theory do the exact same thing. And now referee at a count of 8 now. Both women got to get back in the ring. And Ripley, after the manhandle slam into a cover, count of 2. And ref almost hit the mat, but you saw right there. Becky just narrowly gets the shoulder up. And it looked like Rhea Ripley was maybe thinking about the riptide, but Becky Lynch able to sidestep. And come on, Becky, this is what you need. And now you see Rhea basically just laughing in the face of Becky, but you don't want to count Becky out because here comes the man. Becky looked like she tried to get something going there, but Ripley able to sidestep again, but Becky, this is the woman who won the main event at WrestleMania, the double world champion, Becky 2 belt. Here we go, Becky Lynch starting to get that extra win that she needs. And now Becky going to try to show Rhea Ripley how it's done, but no, Rhea able to reverse at the last very moment. And now Becky again brings Ripley down into the disarm her. And you see Ripley flaring out in pain. Becky looks like she's trying to tear the arm out of the socket. Yes. But Ripley again. You can't count out the Women's World Champion. You can't count her out. And honestly, this match has been back and forth. At this point, this match could go either way with both of these women. But Ripley now again catches the wrist and maintains control, and 3 straight clotheslines. Oh, wait a minute, maybe 9. Ripley with a drop kick at the tip of her boot, caught her on the jaw. And the cover on Becky, but still. And Becky Lynch basically she basically looks like Becky's just trying to survive at this point. I don't want to count Becky Lynch out, but with all due respect, she's starting to look like roadkill right about now. And now, wait a minute, Becky into a roll-up. She has both the shoulders down. Can she get it? Count of 2. Almost had her. Becky trying to do anything she can. And the exploder suplex. And it looks like Becky Lynch may be looking to end this. Becky Lynch just stalking the Duchess. And now, the manhandle slam. Rhea Ripley, that's how you do it. Hooks the leg, and Becky Lynch defeats the Women's World Champion.
Here is your winner, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch builds all that steam, all that momentum that she needs for this Sunday at Backlash. And this could be the site. We could crown a new undisputed women's champion here on Raw. But now, I hate to say it, but it's time to close out this episode of Monday Night Raw, but we have a hard-hitting, monumental main event that you do not, I repeat not, want to miss. Main event time, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. You hear everybody on their feet. You hear them chanting. Because the original bro is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds. The original bro, Riddle.
Scooter and all, and still on his feet. Last week, Matt Riddle competed in a tag team match with Braun Strowman against Omos and world champion Seth Freakin Rollins, where Riddle and Strowman came out victorious in that matchup. And oh, watch out for the slides, guys. And Riddle gets one more opportunity, one more shot at the world title, at the world champion. And it will be this Sunday in a steel cage. The match that, well, Riddle should feel at home in. But it's also a match that I don't think this man coming out has ever lost. Because this man coming out, he is the visionary, he is the revolutionary, and he is our world heavyweight champion, Seth Freakin Rollins. You hear the world singing. It's like a melody of him being sung into war. But Seth Rollins, I don't think there's anybody in this company except for LA Knight that's more over than Seth Rollins. But still, nevertheless, you can't deny the fact that Seth Rollins has been one of the best world champions that we have had in this company. A couple of weeks ago, successfully defending that title against Riddle, despite the fact that Riddle was not 100% going into that match. But nevertheless, Seth Rollins was still able to defeat the original bro on that night. But with that said, Riddle felt like he was robbed of his opportunity to be the world champion, to be the guy of the company. But tonight, Riddle looks to right those wrongs. And this Sunday, he will have that opportunity, as he will be in a match that he's very much familiar with, and it will be the steel cage. Riddle came to me and asked me personally for a steel cage match against Seth Rollins one more time for the world title. And with all due respect, I think Riddle's earned it. I mean, he was screwed out of his last opportunity to be the world champion. He was attacked viciously by a man twice his size, twice his weight, and twice his speed and power, and still had to go into that world title match. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand what Riddle wanted to do that night, and I understand what Riddle truly must have felt in his heart. But Rollins, when it comes to him defending that world title, mans will do anything and everything just to get ahead on his opponent. And you can still hear the crowd singing along with Seth Rollins. And look at Seth, he was just begging Riddle on and lured him right in. And come on, you guys, watch out for the table. And the referee at a count of 3 now. And Rollins with a bloody Sunday to Matt Riddle. Riddle could be in a world of trouble right now. And now we know how comfortable Seth Rollins is up there at the top. Looking for a cross body, and he connects on the original bro. Shoulders are down, hook of the leg, count of 2, but it's not enough. And come on, Seth, you know Riddle. You know him. But now Rollins He thinks this will put it away. Looking for the pedigree, but look at the power of Riddle. Reverses into an Alabama slam. And the original bro could be on his way to defeating the world champion yet again. Don't forget, last week, Riddle made Seth Rollins tap out. There's no really a better feeling than making the world champion of your brand tap out, and Riddle knows that. He's trying to capitalize on it, but Seth now trying to follow it up. That elbow connects on the money. Seth into the cover. Hook of the leg, but Riddle still survives. And Rollins with an onslaught of chops and strikes and a visionary elbow. And Rollins again going up top of Riddle. Trying to stop himself, but nope, you're not going to stop Rollins. And it looks like Riddle, it looks like Rollins was looking for an RKO, trying to add insult to injury to Riddle, but Riddle reverses with a single leg takedown. And the original bro was cooking with some heat, but Rollins immediately able to assume control. And the referee is now at a count of 4. And Rollins again just constantly throwing Riddle into that barricade and spine first right in front of the people. And now Rollins with Riddle back in the ring goes up top yet again. And this time Seth looking for the frog splash and connects on Riddle. Hook of the leg, shoulders down, but Riddle gets the shoulder up yet again, and you can see the frustration on Seth Rollins' face. And Riddle, it looked like Seth was sizing up for the stomp, but Riddle was able to see it coming. And come on, bro. Nice half and half suplex. You got to keep on the momentum. Rollins in the center of the ring, cover. Riddle in the count, but still just a count of 2. You gotta feel Seth feels humiliated and embarrassed after being submitted last week in that tag team matchup. But if you're Riddle, you gotta be feeling like you have some kind of edge, like you have some kind of luck on your side, because you made the world champion submit. Well, you know what that does to the psyche of the world champion. As Seth is trying to keep Riddle grounded, trying to keep the thing in his favor, but Riddle with a nice brain buster. And trust me, even with padding on that floor, it still hurts. Now Riddle, those bear kicks right to the temple. And Riddle was just trying to give Rollins a taste of his own medicine. Who knows what these two are going to do this Sunday when they're surrounded by 16 tons of steel. And Riddle back into the ring again. And the world champion, who's out there at a count of 4, has to get back in the ring. You don't want to give Matt Riddle any more psychological room than you already have, as Seth with a nice enziguri. And now look at, Rollins. Look at this with that clubbing forearms. Now Rollins, he's into the bro mission. He's applied the bro mission on Matt Riddle. Just like how Riddle did to Seth. That's insult to injury. That's mind games at its finest. And now Riddle trying to stir, but Rollins looking for the stomp, and he got him. And what is Rollins going to do to follow up after that stomp? If I were Rollins, I would have just ended the match right here. But no, he wants to embarrass Riddle. He wants to humiliate him. And come on, Seth. There's no need for this. And if you're the world champion, yes, you got embarrassed one night, but when is enough enough? And Riddle now, the original bro, looking like he's finally starting to get something in his corner as he keeps the luck on the waist. And Riddle now with another nice gut-wrench suplex. And now looking for the RKO, the move that was handed down to him by Randy Orton, but as Seth Rollins able to reverse at the very last second, maybe looking for another frog splash. But Riddle able to reverse, and a nice forearm rocks the world champion yet again. And a German suplex. Come on, Riddle. I think Riddle may have Rollins this time again. Into the cover, count of 2. No! Rollins still hangs on. And look at Riddle. Shades of Randy Orton. But again, Rollins so smart, so quick. And quickly kick to the midsection. Into the pedigree. The first time he didn't get it, but this time he does. Now Rollins sizing up Riddle again for a second stomp. The second one in this match. And these people are sick. They're over here saying one more time. Come on, Seth. What is enough enough? This man has had Riddle beat on probably more than one occasion, but he's still keeping the pain going. And that's the third stomp in this match. Rollins, please, when is enough enough? And look at Riddle's face. It's black and blue, bruises all around. And I feel bad for Riddle. Man's got one up on the world champion last week. The world champion couldn't take the loss like a man, and now the world champion's just trying to embarrass him. Seriously, Rollins, please just end this match. And Rollins, no, Rollins, come on, please, this is enough. Seth, come on, I'm begging you, man. And even the ref is begging. And now Seth, come on, no, Seth, please no. Please don't, Seth, come on, no, there's you're better than this, Seth. Seth, please. Oh! Seth Rollins just put Riddle through my announce table, and it still doesn't even look like he's done. And now Rollins, please let this be it. Oh, I think that's the 4th or 5th stomp in this match. Please let this be it. And it was. Seth Rollins defeats Riddle, gets his revenge ahead of this Sunday. And you see Seth Rollins celebrating, and Riddle could be seriously hurt. The ref checking on the original bro. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for Monday Night Raw. I will see you all for NXT, where we will come back from the aftermath of what was a huge NXT takeover, stand and deliver. And seriously, we may need to get a medical update on Riddle. But with that said, I will see you all for NXT.